What is this guy still doing waiting here? Waiting for a camel to urinate in his face? Good lord. Well, don't you have somewhere to go? Don't you have like a chancey to touch inappropriately? Good God, man. Why? You're gonna sit here and wait for me to come back so you can give me some more Bill Nye the Science Guy memos? Wow. I don't even use these. Alright, let's go give this machine part to Mom. But for real, what is the point of him just sitting there? I mean, he could have gone and like found like another shadow Pokemon that I had to like track down or something, you know. Meanwhile, he just sits there and he's waiting for a camel to urinate in his face. Oh my god, here's your damn machine part. Yes, she was. Oh, why would you see? You don't have to tell her, Jovi, about Zook or Gale or. See, I never played Street Fighter. Well, I have played Street Fighter, but I haven't played it in a couple years. So like, I really don't know how that name is pronounced. Everybody was saying that Zook looks like Gale or Gale, or maybe it's Gale from Street Fighter. And I looked it up, and he does, but I don't know how to pronounce it. The only person I remember from Street Fighter is Ryu, but everybody knows Ryu's from Street Fighter. God, I can't talk. Yeah, I'll go to Agate Village. Agate Village is actually a really spiritual-looking place. It's like one of those cities where you have like trees growing on top of houses, and there's like a waterfall on every turn, and everybody there is just peaceful. You know, it's a really nice-looking place. You'll see it in about a second. There's a couple items there too you can get. There's like I'm gonna say 2 or 3 hidden items. There's a couple optional trainers, things like that. But you'll see what it looks like right now. Can't remember. I think like you get a really good view of Agate Village right now. You see that big waterfall in the top right. I can't remember if we ever get like an upgrade for our scooter or something like that. I think we do. But look, there's an item here. Oh wow, 1 Pokeball? Wow. So you give me like 2 antidotes or, you know, 3 potions, but you give me 1 Pokeball? So cheap. But I want to quickly check Teddy Ursa's shadow thing. It's not that low at all. But anyways, Agate Village right here is where you actually get to move, old man. Jesus Christ. I'll come in here first before I explain. But if you talk to this guy, it's only at this mark. See, he's got Joy Sense, Excite Sense, and Vivid Sense. And what happens is, if you use those on a Shadow Pokemon, it lowers its heart gauge. Well, not its heart gauge, its Shadow gauge thing that I was talking about in the last episode. And there's a little cave there. We're going to go in there really quick because there's 2 hidden items. And there's a move tutor lady. And she'll teach us, I think it's Seismic Toss, Mimic, and maybe Thunder Wave. It's either Thunder Wave or like something like that. But you can keep buying those scents as much as you want. Excite Sense, lower the heart gauge the most. Vivid Sense, lower it, you know, medium. Joy are the lowest. You know, so obviously the higher the cost, the more it's gonna lower the heart gauge. You don't have to buy those though. You can, you know, just run around and fight trainers and do your thing. Some people like to buy them though. I might buy a few. Who knows? Probably not. We'll see. But if you come up here, this, you know, house with a gigantic tree surrounding it is actually Egan's house, the guy that we're supposed to come visit. But anyways, as I was saying, Agate Village is the place where you can actually purify all of your Pokemon. I know there's a purified chamber at the lab, but this is actually the place where you can, this is actually another place where you can purify your Pokemon, as you might see later in the episode if Teddy Ursa's heart gauge goes down. It's probably going to be next episode. I'm not going to lie. It's probably going to be next episode where we get to purify him. Yeah, you see how she was talking about he was like the greatest trainer and all that? See, Egan is supposed to be like a really aged version of Ash. I believe that's what they try to make him out to be. Because the thing is that he's got a Pikachu, and he used, you know, even his wife said he used to be the greatest trainer, so I really think that they're supposed to base him off, like, sort of Ash, like a really aged, old version, like a senile old man. But they just, like, changed the name and stuff. I just don't know why they can't call him Ash, but, So this guy's like, hey, I'll help you purify your shadow Pokemon by battling you. So you have to battle these 4 people, and once you get to the end of this cave, Egan's at the end, you get to battle him too. All he's got is a little Pikachu, it's nothing special. And if Teddiurse's heart gauge is down by then, you can purify him. It most likely won't be, unless you bought some scents and stuff. But, you know, we'll see. I mean, let's say, you know, if your Teddiurse enters reverse mode a lot, which, we'll see if Teddiurse goes into reverse mode. Reverse mode is sort of like a, it's like permanent, it's like a burn, or a, it's like being burned or poisoned. You know, after every turn, you know, you do damage to yourself. So it's kind of like a confused burn, where you hurt yourself because you're in reverse mode, and it's after every turn, like a burn or a poison. So I really don't know how to describe that. You guys will just have to see it if we go into reverse mode. If your Pokemon goes into reverse mode, if you don't want them to keep hurting themselves after every turn, all you gotta do is call your Shadow Pokemon, and it's the bonus that goes along with reverse mode is if you call your Pokemon while it's in reverse mode, its heart gauge goes down a lot. So it's like a little bonus. But all these trainers are super easy. All you gotta do is use your Shadow Blitz, and it's super effective on every type of Pokemon except a Shadow Pokemon. So, I mean, depending on whatever evolution you chose, I mean, you should have no problem in this cave. Well, that's 1 down and 3 to go. I wanted to see what would happen, and she said no. She like recognized me and be like, yeah, you are. Let's see what she's got though. She's got a Snubbull and a Corphish. It's an awkward combo. You know what shocked me the other day that I found out? Like, I've heard it before, but I forgot about it. Like, I thought Meryl was a first-gen Pokemon, and Meryl is actually a second-generation Pokemon. Like, I think I've said this in a video, like, a long, long time ago. But I swear, I could have swore to God that Meryl was in the first generation. Maybe you got it mixed up with Poliwag, but Meryl, it just looks like it belongs in the first 150 Pokemon. I swear, it does. And once I was looking at the Pokedex the other day on my Pokemon Soul Silver, because I'm trying to complete the Pokedex. You know, it's been like a year though, maybe 2 years since Soul Silver came out. Yeah, it has been. I think it has been 2 years since Soul Silver came out. No, well, I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. Maybe 2 years since its Japan release. I think it's been a year and a half since its American release. But I'm trying to complete the Pokedex in it. And I was looking, and Meryl, I was like, oh my god, I remember that, but that's crazy. Like, I had never remembered, I can never remember. It just looks like if it's one of the original Pokemon. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But you see it right here, Umbreon just takes these hits like a beast, like I was saying before. Like, you know, Umbreon too, I mean, Umbreon too. Teddiurse too. I mean, Umbreon is really gonna help us out. It's gonna help us in catching Shadow Pokemon because it can take Shadow Blitzes really well and Shadow Rushes and a bunch of other moves. So it's like a big bonus. It's like this big bulky thing, except not really because it's not big. Oh, is that a one-hit kill? Oh, all right, Teddiurse. You're rolling, dude. Kicking ass. Alright, so that's 2 down and 2 to go. I think the next 2 is an old lady and an old man. And there's an item there I did not see before. I wonder what's in there. Matron laddie. What's a matron? Is that supposed to be like an old lady? I don't know. Is that supposed to be like a fancy way to say old lady? I don't know. You know, something I'm really having difficulty with too, I guess since I was talking about my Soul Silver game before, I cannot legitimately catch a Latios in my Pokemon Emerald game. Like, I found my Pokemon Emerald game a little while back, all the way that my original Pokemon Emerald that I bought back in 05, and it's got my old original Pokemon stuff, and I hadn't beat the game. I was only at like the Magma Hideout, and I was like, wow, let me just beat this for old time's sake. And I'm trying to catch all the legendary Pokemon so that I can just, put them in black and white with the PAL Park or whatever, or my Soul Silver game, whatever. And I'm trying to catch Latios, and I know how you have to catch it. You have to use like Mean Look with like a Crobat or a Golbat, or you could just have like a really high level trap in the Arena Trap. But the problem is that I have troubles with my Golbat staying alive. Like, it's about level 60 something, but once that Latios uses Luster Purge, like, it just destroys it. Like, so I pretty much have to get it to like level 100, because I mean I can't get an Umbreon so that it can stay alive, against Latios. And the thing is with me is that I catch all my legendary Pokemon in Pokeballs, and then the last legendary Pokemon that I have, that's when I use my Master Ball. I think a funny story actually is when I first got my second Pokemon game was Pokemon not Crystal, what's the other one? Silver. I was just talking about Soul Silver. How could I not remember that? My first game was Red, and my second game was Silver. And Silver, when I first got the Master Ball, I used it on like something stupid. I think I used it on a freaking what's that little fish Pokemon called? The one, it's got like spikes and stuff. God, what the hell? It's part poison. I can't remember the name. Quillfish, that's it. I used it on a Quillfish because I thought it was legendary, because I had never seen a Quillfish before, and it just looked kind of funny looking. And so I used my first ever Master Ball on a Quillfish, and that I still have that Silver game here in my office. Actually, recording right now in my office. I'm looking behind my shoulder to see if it's on like my bookshelf or something, because that's where I keep all my games. And I don't see it from here, but that doesn't work anymore. But I used my first ever Master Ball on a Quillfish, and I didn't ever use mine, the one I got in Pokemon Red. I just wanted to keep it because I thought it was, so awesome. I didn't want to waste it, but at the same time, super hard to catch, legendary Pokemon. But if you think about it, really, the Pokemon games have evolved so much over the years. I mean, think back to Red and Blue, which were just like 8-bit pixels without color, and then think about Gold, Silver, Crystal, where they got color, like the animations got better, then think about games like this where it's actually in 3D. Then you think about Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald with all this, with all these beautiful colors and like these palettes and palette, I think it's called. I don't know. I have a hard time pronouncing shit. And then you think about Platinum, Heart Gold, or Silver, where it's like in 3D and stuff. Well, close to it. Then you think of Black and White, where it's actually 3D, and like all these new cutscenes and intros they have, and like these battle animations and these new battle styles, like triple battles. And you think about it, Pokemon has really evolved over the years. And you think, is there any more room to improve? Like, you know what I mean? Like, can it get any better? Like, I honestly don't know. I mean, I know I honestly don't believe there's ever going to be quadruple battles. Triple battles are already hectic, but quadruple battles, I don't know. And there's rotation battles. You think, can Pokemon get any better? Can it get more creative? Some of the 5th gen Pokemon, are really good looking. And the other ones, you're like, why the hell would they create a sperm Pokemon with Dynamo? Like, what the hell is that? I just think about it sometimes. But as you see, yeah, Egan's not that terrible. He's just got a level 12 Pikachu. I think later in the game, though, you can fight him again. He's got like a really high level Pikachu. That might be Pokemon Coliseum. I don't remember. But that's gonna be it for this episode of Pokemon XD. Next time we start the episode, I'll be able to purify Teddiursa. See, it isn't quite ready to open its heart. So we'll do that next time, alright? And I'll see you guys then.